So my main setup is the Sony FX3 with a Sigma 24-70mm art lens. I also like to add a cage to the camera to keep it protected, and what I use is the tilter half cage. The cage also comes with a hand grip on the other side. The first loadout is what I call incognito mode. This is when the setup is as light and basic as can be, so all I have attached is the Rode Wireless Pro. The camera and lens alone is pretty large, so it tends to draw a lot of attention when I'm shooting, so keeping things minimal avoids all of that. This next setup is what I call the everyday. So I like to use the FX3's included XLR handle just because I feel like it's much more comfortable to hold and easier to carry around in my hand. I've also added a small rig handle extender which helps a lot. I've also got a Wireless Pro connected to the XLR interface which gives it more settings and control. I also use a shotgun mic a lot, and this is the MKE600 from Sennheiser. I like to vlog a lot, so I find having a shotgun mic to capture ambient sound and other people speaking is very important. But as you can see, this adds so much bulk to the setup, so sometimes I just have the Rode Wireless Pro, but it's good having the options. This next setup is what I call cinema mode. This is for when I'm shooting a bit more polished stuff, so I switch to the Mica 50mm lens, and I may add the small rig matte box to it. I've also purchased a couple rectangular filters which I could use with it. I don't use this mode often, but only really when I'm shooting for other people, just because this lens is fully manual and tedious. The monitor that I use is the Hollyland Mars M1 Enhanced, which is an awesome monitor and has inbuilt receiver for wireless transmission. Now let's build what I call the super rig. This is a Sony FX3 all built up, and I'll probably only use if I'm shooting a short film or filming a whole day documentary. To build it, I use components from SmallRig, which I found to be high quality, so I also use the 99 SmallRig V-mount battery. I also add the Hollyland Mars 4K video wireless transmitter so that I can feed video to several devices, since the kit came with a wireless receiver that I can connect to a monitor or a TV, or via phone applications. And the best thing with the Hollyland monitor is it has inbuilt transmitters and receivers, which helps my setup be even more lightweight. With the V-mount battery, I'm able to power several components either via D-tap, DC cables, or USB and USB-C cables. I just purchased these various ones from Amazon. I like going with the coiled ones because they're neater. Since the lens is fully manual, I may also add the Magic Fizz wireless autofocus from SmallRig. This allows me to control the focus on a separate wheel just because the focus ring on the lens is harder to access when it's attached to the rig. So pairing the focus ring with the wireless monitor is an awesome combination. So I'm actually able to self-shoot, monitor, and control wirelessly. And yeah, that's pretty much the setup. It's taken me actually several years to get up to this point, as I would just naturally add and buy new pieces for the setup. But yeah, hopefully this inspires you to set up your own rig. And feel free to comment if there's any suggestions you think would work with any of the setups that I just shared.
To all my friends in East Atlanta, I miss you. Wish we could hit rewind, relive all the good times. I know it ain't that simple. We got issues we trying to get through, empty boxes of tissues.